Welcome to NRI Live Show. My name is Sridhar Chillara, and today we have so many burning topics. And our President Trump has taken over 30 days already. 1 month is over, and there are a lot of changes that are happening, and many things. And I'm sure that you're all watching. And to discuss all those issues, today we have a very special guest, and who is very close associate of Mr. President Trump, and is other than Mr. Shalabh Kumar. He is the chairman of Republican Hindu Coalition, and also he is the chairman of Indian American Advisory Council, and also he is member of Finance Transition Team for President Donald Trump. So welcome, Mr. Shalabh Kumar ji, and all the way you are coming from New York. I'm sure that you are coming from, you gave me the address, it shows that Trump Towers. I'm sure that you are coming from there. Thank you very much for your busy schedule. And unfortunately, because of your uncertainty of your time, and we didn't even expect, we didn't even think of this show, so we didn't even prepare anything. Everything is going to be like for me, it's like a spot. For you also is something
ad hoc.
Yes, that's good. Talk with the hearts is always better. And
Sure.
good.
Well, I'm glad to be here. Namaskar to all your viewers, and I'm here to talk in general about the Trump administration. We are very excited about what has happened so far with the Trump administration. He is let's say, a businessman turned politician, but he still remains a businessman. And unlike politicians, he keeps to his words. And whatever he's promised during the campaign, he is sticking to that. You know, many people start to wonder, what's he doing here, what's he doing there, and just go back and listen to his campaign speeches. He's campaigned extensively. He used to do 5 to 6 events a day. His pet speech was, there becomes like a template for a speech, and whatever speech he was giving and promises he has made for prosperity of the country, for the growth of the country, for GDP increase, for major tax reform, for cutting taxes from a 39.6% when you add the state taxes and all total, in some cases 50% tax to down to 20%, the biggest tax reduction that is going to take place. That's Steven Mnuchin just announced as a Secretary of Treasury. And by the way, Steven Mnuchin is the same person that was assigned by the candidate Trump at that time to be the principal interface between the Trump campaign machinery and Republican Hindu Coalition and the whole Hindu campaign. So we are excited to see the Trump moving in the direction what he had promised in terms of security of the nation. We should be all celebrating the fact that the mastermind of Mumbai terror attack, where 166 people were butchered, was roaming around Pakistan with a bounty of $10 million, and still he was not being put in a jail. And within like 30 days of Trump becoming president of the country and taking charge, in a way I could say the poor fellow, but he's not a poor fellow, he's a mass murderer. He has very squarely blamed his arrest on Trump, and that, if it wasn't for Trump, he would be still roaming around in Pakistan, and he's in jail now. So there would be a significant impact on the terror confrontation, and also in the October 15th rally, as you very well know,
Yes,
when
it was one of the biggest success.
Right. October 15th rally, he declared he loves Hindus. He says, I love Hindus, I love India. And he also said that we will have a great relationship with India. And he broke the record this time. He took upon himself to call Prime Minister Modi. He was the 5th person to be called ahead of so many West European nations, ahead of France, ahead of Italy, ahead of Germany, and I believe so. But he was the 5th person he called was Prime Minister Modi. He declared during the campaign on that October 15th that he appreciated all the work Prime Minister Modi has done in reducing the bureaucracy in the country, that is India, and he hopes to develop very, very strong relationship with India. And definitely the administration is moving in that direction very quickly.
Shalabh, before, I don't want to interrupt you because we have to talk about a lot. And also, if you look at that, nowadays what is happening among our fellow, Indian Americans, around 5 million people, every day they are living with a lot of fear nowadays. There are so many executives that are coming. There are so many fake videos are going, fake Twitter accounts are coming, and fake attorney letters are coming, and attorneys are charging the double money. Now they are saying that they have to do a lot of process, and so many things are happening. And our people are literally living in fears. And today I got so many requests, and today I wanted to allow to a lot of callers and to ask you the questions, because it's a very rare opportunity to speak to Mr. Shalabh Kumar straight. He is not accessible. Even he is not accessible to me also, though he appointed me as the vice chair for Telugus for Donald Trump, and still it's very difficult for me to access him. So it's a great opportunity, Shalabh, all the way you are here. And the callers, please go ahead and ask the questions. Already we have around 7 callers, I was told. Please go ahead. First caller. I will see who is the lucky caller of that. Hello. Where are you calling from? What is your name, sir? Hello? Hello? I think.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, hello. This is Suresh Kaidapu.
Can you increase the volume? I mean, I think.
I have a message that needs to be conveyed to Republican Party and President Trump, and that is with respect to the President Trump's initiatives to protect our borders and curbing the terrorism. They're very understandable from the point of fulfilling his manifesto. But I believe empathy is a big part of the equation for being a successful leader. When President makes a statement to express commitment to protect civil liberties and condemn racial hatred incidents, the President and the Republican Party stands benefited for the following reasons. Number one, this will give a clear message to all races that the President does not approve their actions. Number two, this will reduce the resistance that people are demonstrating throughout the country. And number three, it will...
You have to restrict to 1 or 2 questions, sir. There are a lot of callers today. We cannot... you can't have too many questions. Only 1 caller or 2 callers questions maximum.
Sure. So what I'm saying here is President condemning this racial hatred is a great opportunity for him to prove that United States of America is not divided States of America, and commitment to production of civil liberties is indispensable part of the equation to fulfill his manifesto. Make America great again. So I would like him to make the statement.
Okay, we got your question, Suresh. Shalabh, there are a lot of callers. Unfortunately, we have to take as many as possible. And I got so many messages are coming to me, text. They're not getting lines, so I have to give a chance to everybody. Please, go ahead, sir.
Okay, this is in reference to the Kansas shooting and killing. First of all, the entire matter is under investigation. Very at the onset, the proper person from the Trump administration, that is the acting ambassador to India, U.S. ambassador to India, Mary Kay Carlson, has already come out with a statement which is condemning this particular incident, and as well as we, or myself, as the Indian American Advisory Council chairperson, I'm already on the record saying that the full course of law should take place. The person is found guilty of capital murder. Kansas allows a death penalty for a capital murder. There are different categories of murders, but if you are found doing a capital murder, there is a death penalty which is applicable in the state of Kansas. So our recommendation is that a fair trial should take place, and whatever the outcome is, the maximum penalty should be given to that person. Now, there are people who ask for a quicker call from the White House. I would like to remind people, well, first of all, two things. One, we are diligently working on that issue. We would shortly have a statement from the White House. Second is, it is inappropriate during a preliminary investigation to have the president of the country jump to a conclusion and declare it as a hate crime. It is not declared as a hate crime. This is called hearsay. There's a lot of, you don't try a person in the press. There have to be witnesses who have to be asked questions, and a proper trial has to take place. And president of a country should never interfere with that trial. In fact, I'd like to remind your viewers something similar happened about 8 years ago,
yes,
when there was a crime. It wasn't a murder, it was a crime, and President Obama at that time jumped the gun and started making comments about this and interfered with the investigation. And he was widely criticized by all sides, left, right, center, for doing that. He did that as an emotional outburst because of his, he himself is an African American. So on that basis he did that, but it was an inappropriate action to take on his part. So rest assured, full justice will be done to that person from a Republican Hindu coalition. Our sympathies are 100% totally with the aggrieved, with the family. We also celebrate the person who without thinking jumped into the action, and the white man, I'm forgetting his name,
I think it's
Grill,
Iron Grill or something.
Iron Grill, something like that.
Yeah.
So he was declared as a hero in that sense. We applaud him, and once again, we will be seeking the maximum penalty, and that will be a capital murder death penalty for this person.
Great, Shalaji, and I'm very glad to know that you are staying on top of it. And also we have one more caller. Please tell your name and where are you calling from, sir?
Yeah, this is Hari Mudumba,
Yes.
from Delaware.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, and this question is for Sri Shalabh. We have come to know that Mr. President Trump is going to sign a new executive order this Wednesday. I just want to know how far is it true, and any clues on that.
On immigration?
And if you have any information, how is that going to impact our countrymen? Indians?
Well,
That's my question.
the first executive order that was signed that did not have anything to do with anybody from India. That dealt with only 7 countries, where one of them is Iran. That is a country that constitutionally says America is a Satan, and Israel does not belong to be on the face of this earth. They'll destroy the mere existence of Israel. So therefore that country is included in the list of the 7, and the India is not included as part of the 7. Now we have a constitution, we have a judiciary, we had a very liberal judge who denied on technical grounds, by the way, not on the merit of the case, because the president of the country ultimately is responsible for the security and safety of its citizens, so that a judge cannot cancel. And the appellate court, which is also an extremely liberal court, is known to do this. And so it was going to go to Supreme Court. So the order, which is executive order, a new executive order is coming in. That is a modified version of the first order, which takes care of some of the technical deficiencies. And by the way, the time is already passing. It was a 90-day order, so I do not know whether it's going to be another 90 days from this point on. But the ultimate goal, I would like to tell all your viewers, is for all countries, it's not just the 7 countries, all countries where we have people coming from, to have extreme vetting. And that is the ultimate goal of the program. United States has every right, it should, and vet all people that have the potential of causing terror in our free society. The whole conversation on this thing will change if, for example, I'm from Chicago. If someday a terrorist was to come in who sneaked in from the refugee population and blew up the Woodfield Mall, the entire conversation will change. Then people will be blaming President Trump for not having enough security measures to do that. I would like to remind all of your viewers that we have ISIS has already declared war. We are in a war with ISIS. Radical Islamic terrorists have declared a war on us, and they have even prescribed the methods through which they want to come in and kill us. And one of the paths, and President of the United States gets briefings every day, so he knows a lot more than you and I will know. But there were already cases before he became the president that was out in the public, that the ISIS war machinery was already sending terrorists through the refugee network. Many of them had crossed the water body and were caught in the process. Who knows how many get caught daily in that process. And so the executive order dealt with essentially those people who presented, who are a mortal threat to the citizens of United States.
That's good to hear, Shalabh. And we have one more caller. I'm sorry, we are taking a lot of callers, sir. We have a lot of callers are waiting. So please go ahead, sir. Where are you calling from? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please go ahead. Your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, sir. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. My name is Raj. I'm calling from Milwaukee. Hello, Shalabh. So this question to you. I mean, I have seen your meeting with Trump during the election campaign, and you talked about a lot of good things about Hindu and Trump, how much Trump loves Hindus and Indians and all, right? So now every India is so freaked out with the cancer shooting and everything else. So why don't you kind of, take an appointment, given your closeness to Trump, and submit and get an assurance from Mr. Trump that this issue is not going to occur, or some type of assurance, especially about the hate crimes. Can you do that? Thank you.
Thank you for your call. I already addressed the issue in my two previous questions. Once again, I will ask all people here to be listeners. Yes, we are aggrieved. I am aggrieved. It's a very painful thing when you have a 32-year-old dedicated engineer from Andhra Pradesh, and he is shot, totally innocent guy. So our prayers go out to him and his family, and back to his village and so forth in India. That is for sure. However, we are a nation of laws. You cannot just jump to conclusion. A proper investigation has to take place. There are reports from the neighbors that have stated that this fellow was a drunken mess for the last 18 months. So one of the things which we are concerned about, that this person is going to plead mental illness, mental instability. In that the defense will be mental instability, because everybody is describing him a person on alcohol, all the time. So that's again for law enforcement and the judicial system of the country to determine what exactly it was. And I've already addressed previously the question about Trump administration already indicating, condemning this violence, and I, as the chairman of the Indian American Advisory Council for Trump, have already condemned and even asked for the maximum penalty, that is a punishment, that is death penalty, if that was to be the case, if this was determined as a capital murder. That's the definition in Kansas. You have to prove capital murder to have a death penalty. And so that's about it for this question.
Yes, I mean, many of the people, if you look at that, they're all concerned about, they're living in a fear. I mean, I really fully feel very, very, support them, because everybody, including myself or everyone, and everybody is now talking about the same, because of too much of either it could be fake or hoax, or it could be real. No one knows. And
well, see, I think you had made a reference to this. This is unfortunate. Some of our people think it's a propaganda from Pakistanis, that so much commotion has been caused because they have to counter this whole thing somehow or the other, or radical Islamists. Every day you come across message after message after message. There is even a Twitter account which to a person who is really not that much involved in cybersecurity will tend to think this message is from President Trump. It has got the picture. It says at the rate of real Donald Trump. It's got even a tick mark, which green tick mark, which will say this account has been verified, and it talks about Indian Americans have to be sent back. Sometimes they go over the top. They make allegations or statements as if President Trump is making the statements to ship out all Indian Americans and put them in planes and send them back to India. I mean, this is just incredible joke. Initially started out about a second day or third day after he became president, and think this is January 21st to 22nd. This whole thing started. Patel brothers. I know Muffat Patel real well. Patel brothers, who has stores all over the map. There were reports coming out that there are DHS officers in their stores checking every shopper as to their papers, and the people who obviously are shopping do not carry their papers, and they were getting put into vans and being shipped to deportation facilities. And I will tell you that no such thing has happened, and there are a lot of unscrupulous attorneys. There are good attorneys, by the way, who are telling the truth and letting people know what is actually happening, versus there are a lot of unscrupulous attorneys who are thinking of taking this opportunity and make themselves a lot of money. Just on the way here from New York to New Jersey here, I got told that the average rate for a case has at least gone up by 50%. The fees have gone up by 50% because the attorneys, due to this fear-mongering, want to make money.
That's what we said in the beginning.
They want to have, these attorneys want to have a lot of people come to them to seek appointments. You know, you have a 1-hour appointment, so if they could make money on the 1-hour appointment to get counseling, they like to make money that way. So a lot of profit taking place in this thing, and I would like to assure all the listeners here, all President Trump is doing is protecting the lives of the citizens of this country, our great country, and making it more prosperous. He's focused on taking care of those issues, and rather than get involved into speculation, particularly even I think I'll probably preempt your next question here, because I'm sure that will be coming up. That's on H-1 visas.
We are going to talk about it actually.
So, you know, I could probably answer their questions ahead of time.
There are a lot of other callers, sir.
Okay, all right. So we'll
and I
wait
was
for
told that a lot of callers are really, I don't know. Today, I think I'm going to give a lot of time to the callers because unbelievable callers. Please go ahead, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Vinod from Detroit, Michigan. I have twofold questions, sir. I'll shorten my question.
Okay.
First question being, President of United States Donald Trump is doing governance through social media, Twitter and Facebook and all of it, and is filtering to individuals and responding to any questions. And when there is so many hate crimes, incidents are happening, and to condemn this incident, it is hate to say that as an Indian, to file a petition to condemn, it is absolutely not right part of from our Indians. He should have condemned primarily saying that president of a country, it is not encouraged and it cannot be done. That's number one. I need a straight answer on that. No hera-feri. And second question being, a person to grow in the country, the confidence is the primary goal to grow up. And now the country has created in last 30, 40 days a fear that you cannot do this, you can do this, do's and don'ts and all of that have come. Yes, I understand it's a land of law, but we are obeying the land of law for last 30, 40, 50 years. And still this 60 years, 30 days, we have grown so much fear. And the fear being the Trump activities that are being done on the hate crimes, H-1B, immigration, so on and so forth. And we think that there is a color difference has come, brown versus white, and we are definitely noticing that. Whether you say or you don't say, we being in this country for last 20, 25 years, we are seeing that in last 30 days. And we need an answer, and also we need a definite affirmative statement from President Donald Trump. This is not encouraged, and we are with you, and especially from an Indian country like India, and brown or white color is not encouraged. It is all one. It's a human, and this has to be answered properly.
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vinod ji, and yeah, I mean everybody is.
Well, it's the same question which he has asked, so we're not going to repeat the answers to
but
same
everybody
question,
is
same,
concerned.
Yes,
Everybody
but same
is
question
concerned.
over and over, so I cannot answer that same question repeatedly. But it's the same answer which I've given to your viewers before, and yeah, I mean that's what I just have to say over there. Is the question?
I mean, yes,
the question has been asked 3 times. What they say is in a court of law, it says asked and answered, asked and answered, asked and answered. So that's what the status of this thing is. At some point in time, the judge bars the questions because it's asked and answered. It's the same thing, which is so many presumptions here that press is not the jury when to declare a hate crime. There is a definition of this, and only a proper investigating authority could declare it as a hate crime. And there is a motive, there is evidence, there is all these things have to be investigated, and the proper authorities are investigating that. To jump to a conclusion is just not the right thing. And again, once again, it'll be otherwise I'll be repeating the same thing and over. Trump administration has already condemned in a very, very strong manner the violence, and so the rest is for the investigation.
The Trump administration means who are the Trump administration?
That's Trump administration is the right person in all these situations, because this person is Indian citizen. So because the person is
but
an Indian citizen,
he thought he was a Muslim. Because when he went to the second bar, he commented.
I'm talking about is an Indian student.
Yes.
Is an Indian citizen. Though if you are an Indian citizen, the right person to address that is the U.S. ambassador to India, Mary Kay Carlson.
Yes.
And she was very prompt and was directed to do so, was very prompt to go and condemn and assure Indian government, Indian citizens that justice will be done. So
Yep.
she's already spoken on, and
but the only thing is people would like to hear from Mr. directly President Trump.
If the protocol does not allow that.
Yes, I got your point, because of 8 years back incident of the same thing happened with Obama.
No, also that over there it's a question of
jury has to trial has to do.
Also a citizen.
Yes.
If the person is an American citizen, it'll be a different protocol. If it's an Indian citizen, the protocol is for the U.S. ambassador to India to do that. Ambassador to India is no small post. That's equivalent to a undersecretary of state. So it's a very high-level position for ambassador to a country like India.
Got you. And we have a lot of callers again. I'm telling you, I don't know how to tell. Yes, go ahead, sir. Where are you calling from?
Namaskaram andi, Sridhar garu. This is Damu Gedala from New Jersey.
Okay, great.
First, I would like to congratulate to Mr. Shalabh Kumar. He did an excellent job for the Donald Trump. I'm sure he remembered me as I'm a owner of coriander. He came so many times in my restaurant, and also when he was in October, he promised, like Donald Trump, and also Shalabh, he promised he will do for all Indians. He's very good. Relationship. I'm sure I can call as the ambassador from India to USA as a Shalabh Kumar. A lot of people are confusing. What happened is, a lot of people are confusing. They thought, they are doing misleading, the Donald Trump. That's not right, because the main problem is the communication gap. I think Shalabh Kumar, you have to talk to all media, especially in India. You have to clarify. A lot of people, they're confusing. Of course, this is the right time. Sridhar garu, he done an excellent job.
That's what.
Without communication, because a lot of people confusing. They thought they're doing wrong for India. That's not true. Donald Trump is doing very good, but I think he can clarify to the India media also, and also here also. That is the only thing I want to tell you. I'm sure. Thank you very much, Shailesh Kumar.
Thank you, Jay. I mean, as he answered very well, that there's a protocols need to be followed, and if he's a U.S. citizen is dead, that would have been different situation. If being Srinivas Kuchipatla, being the Indian thing, the U.S. ambassador to India itself is undersecretary rank, and I believe the people are literally, they want to hear from Mr. President Trump directly. Hey, this is the hate crime, and we are going to go after this. That's what the people, our people. If you look at the callers, even I want to see that what our concern of the people today, you know. Literally,
but Sridhar, you will agree that president of the country is not above constitution of the country.
Yes, we all know that.
So you know, it's he's got to follow the constitution and and protocol and make wise moves. On one side, he is accused of making quick decisions or quick calls through Twitter and. On the other hand, if he is a very thoughtful process, then you know we'll criticize him for that as well. And so again, there is what I've said before to you, and I'll tell you that you know you go talk to a lawyer, a criminal lawyer. A criminal lawyer will define what are all the elements. You know, this is like I'm an engineer. An engineer, or you know, I have a lot of inventions. So it's like a patent. The patent has so many elements. Elements A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So all those elements have to meet to call it a hate crime. So, for example, if somebody is mentally unstable, they will say a mentally unstable person cannot commit a hate crime. So, you know, there are lots of elements which have to go in there, and if the president of the country jumps in and tries to influence the case.
Let me ask
for example, I mean, let's say your legal experts will agree with this. If let's say the person has committed this hate crime, and now he's tried, and in a court of law, we are a country of laws. So he's tried in a court of law in Kansas, and since let's say President Trump has already gone out and declared it the essentially the outcome of the trial, there will be no jurisdiction. The case will be tried. What would that mean? That means that person might have committed a full heinous crime and he'll go scot-free, because that's the law of the land. If a judge will hold that there is no jurisdiction in the country because publicity has already taken place. I will tell you this just in general in law. What happens in some places, if the case gets a lot of publicity ahead of time, they have to move that case out of that jurisdiction into another jurisdiction. But if the president of the country opines on a case, where would the case be tried? In India?
Yes.
It cannot be tried in India. It'll be tried in the United States. It can't go to Canada to try the case. So there are laws and protocols and things which have to be considered. And that's why they followed the protocol and had Mary Kay
let me ask you one thing,
Carlson, who did that.
Excellent. I mean, let me ask you, and since a lot of commotion is happening, if you could see that, and I was told that many calls are lined up, they really want to talk to you, but I want to put a little pause on it. I'm going to take every call, please stay tuned. And the reason is why I'm saying to you is, look at the call, so much of fear. Do you think that, have you spoken to Prime Minister Modi or External Affairs Minister? Have they spoken to US administration about this? Do you have any idea?
Well, that is really not up to me. That is.
I know you are very close to Prime Minister Modi also.
The MEA, Sushma Swaraj, has expressed, rightfully so. They call it. This is called the demarche or demarque. So they have issued to that. So that has been issued in the proper manner. Also, some of you may not know that, but I will tell you that also that. Foreign Secretary Jaishankar is actually probably right at this point in time at this point is on a plane flying to Washington D.C. To address a lot of issues, and this is also one of the issues he will be addressing to the right people, and we are working on getting the Foreign Secretary with the right people.
That's good to know, Shalabh. That's very good to know. And in fact, as I said, that we have many callers. We'll come back to you again with the questions. I know we have to talk about a lot of illegal immigration deportations. CNN is talking about like 11 million. I mean, I know that number is too much exaggerated number. And also we have to talk about our fellow people of, because I myself did you the show in the same facility. As you know that on October 15, before that, we do the charity concert. And you also said that there's going to be like a 1.5 million people who are waiting for a green card. You are going to, you have assured us during the show itself, first 100 days, something is going to happen, and even Senator Haran Archer or someone has already initiated the bill. Even we want to talk about that also. But before that, we would like to take some few calls with your permission. Yeah, go ahead, sir. Where are you calling from? What's your name?
Yeah, I would appreciate that, if there are lots of issues to be handled, let's not have repeat the same questions over and over again. So
yes, I think
let's move on to some other issues.
But today we are going to hear unlike any other show, a lot of people today.
No, I understand that, but again, it's
we don't want to repeat the same question.
Yeah, we will request no point in repeating the same question and the same answers. Like I said, last time is asked and answered.
Yes.
So it's better to
I agree with you.
I'm sure there are other people who have other questions.
Yes, good. So viewers, please don't repeat that one specific question of Kansas shooting is already addressed twice. So go ahead, sir. Please tell me your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Sridhar Chillara. I'm calling from Connecticut.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, it's glad to talk to you like this. And second thing, I'm happy that TV5 has taken an initiative for this.
Yes.
And my question is, like, keeping the Kansas thing apart, recently in Colorado, few, like, I don't know who are they, like, they throw eggs on the houses of Indians, and there were boards outside in the morning when they stepped out, get out of my country, something like that.
Yeah, there are 50
posters. In New York yesterday, a woman was harassed, an Indian woman was harassed, and the video was in the YouTube, if you go through, from a black guy, shouting like, "This is my country, just get off my country," using abusive words. So my question is, like, how this going to be stopped?
No, he raised a good
I have
point,
not seen anything in getting through this.
Well, I will also, any of these issues are an issue. This is not, if you actually just go through the history of hate crimes, you will find this is an issue in the United States. Just to remind you of what happened in Milwaukee just a few years ago.
Hello?
When the whole Gurdwara Sikhs were
that
attacked.
happened. Yeah, you were attacked.
So I mean, there is stuff like that always that goes on. And that is unfortunately the case in a democracy, in a free society. That's what happens. And again, every single case, this is not really a huge, big, acceleration or dramatic increase or exponential increase or anything like that in those cases. There were times in New Jersey itself, right here. I don't think Donald Trump was the president at that point. There were issues of dot busters. If you remember that.
Yes, I remember.
So
a lot of people want to go back to dot now because they think that they want to distinguish between Muslims and Hindus. They prefer to put the dots nowadays. It becomes a reverse.
No, I don't think that is the case either. I think with respect to this, I would like to assure you that both Prime Minister Modi in India and President Trump are colorblind, race blind, religion blind, and their principal agenda is to have economic prosperity. And so for every boat rises with a rising tide, as well as security. Of course, we have to remember that we are in a war. And in a war, we have to protect the lives of the citizens of the country.
And also, Shalabh, and we have I was told that I got a text message right now, the incident which has happened in Kansas City, the Srinivas Kuchbatla who died, and his own relative, he's also on the line. And his name is Lakshmi. I think I request our team to connect Lakshmi's Gari's call. If you, hello? Please
hello.
Please connect Lakshmi Gari's call if you are on the line, Hello?
Hello, this is Lakshmi Kota from New Jersey.
Yes.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you. And unfortunately,
thank you for taking my call, Mr. Chillara. And thank you for Mr. Kumar. I have one question. The person who died, Srinivas Kuchbatla, he is my nephew, and then I was in Kansas City for last 4 or 5 days. And then I have been talking to Sunaina, who is the wife of the Mr. Kuchbatla. I know she lost her husband due to the hated crime, but she wants to come back to this country. She is on EAD. She wants to come back to this country to spread the love. I know she lost her husband through due to the hated crime, but she wants to come back and then spread the love in this country, and then spread the awareness. She doesn't want to happen this incident to anyone else's family. The question is, from the American Indian community side, is there anything that we can do to help her with her legal status now that her husband passed away? I know the government company, they are trying to bring her on the B2 visa, which is a visiting visa, which is not good. Actually, she did her MS here. Srinivas and then Sunaina, they met in the college and then got married. So they have the new house. She doesn't want to leave the house. That's where she wants to see all her memories with Mr. Kuchbatla. So she definitely wants to come back and then spread the love, and she doesn't want to leave this country. So is there any way you can help her out to get the some kind of legal status, a permanent legal status? I know I talked to the mayor, and when I went there, I expressed the same thing. And they promised that they would help us, but from the Indian community side also, if you can represent and then talk to the higher authorities, since you are very close to the Trump administration, that would be really appreciated. And then his brother also, he's here, he's very close to the family, and then if you can help anyway with their legal status, that will be really helpful for them.
First of all, Lakshmi, thank you for coming on the show. I totally appreciate the fact that you took the time to come on this show and ask this question. And it's a very good question. First of all our sympathies from Kumar family, from RHC to your situation. And Hindu community particularly is very, very fond, very close-knit with the families. Family is a very fundamental, basic element of our society and our culture. So whenever something happens to a family member, it's a question of a grief for all of us. And so once again, I appreciate that. Thank you for bringing out this to our notice, and we will certainly take it up. I would ask you to get in touch with me directly, and you could contact Sridhar, the anchor of this program, and I would definitely jump into action. What you are asking for is very, very appropriate, and it's very kind and loving of your family to express the thoughts of spreading love and rather than hate. It's a very commendable. I salute your family, yourself for doing that.
Thank you so much, sir. Really, so kind of you. And then I'll get into it with Mr. Chillara and then
Yes.
get to the details, and then I'll be in touch with you. So,
Thank you, Mr.
so
Lakshmi,
kind
and
of
also our sympathies from our TV5 and management from our side also, Mr. Lakshmi.
Thank you for Sridhar ji for
Sure.
arranging this.
Yeah, when I saw the
useful. Thank you
messages,
so
we are
much.
not getting the lines. We try to help you because you are the person we are really looking. The entire country is showing the sympathy on Srinivas Kuchupatlas and his wife Suena, and
Thank
his
you so much.
basically family. Thank you, Lakshmi ji. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, and also, we are glad that he was there in Kansas City. I was in touch with him everyday basis. What is happening on the dead body, and literally, like we spoke numerous times, and getting updates. That has really inspired me to talk to you and really bring you, because the entire country, they're having fear. Even a driver's license, I was told from a reliable source, a lady going picking her kids from a tuition at night 10:30, and police stopping just because of expiration of the driving license. She has been arrested, and which I never saw in the whole life.
You see, Sridhar, once again, there is so much of falsity, so much bad information is out there that even good, truthful, right cases get buried under that. The case you're talking about, I read about that too.
Yes,
Okay.
I myself sent a few things also to you.
So I got that, but in the midst of all what is going on, the ploy of lawyers and the people producing faking videos, so many fake stories coming up everywhere. So when there is that type of a situation gets created, it's very hard
Yes.
to find the real cases as to what really is going on. So I will for the peace of mind of all the Hindu American and Indian American community in United States, I urge all the people who are spreading this thing, please don't do that. There is other proper ways to go make money. This is really not a way to make money by doing fear-mongering and spreading rumors. So that the real cases can be tackled and heard, and assistance could be provided.
That's why we have created a group called United Leaders Group across the nation. Every national association leaders, as well as regional leaders, as well as community leaders, we created a group just because of the purpose. When we hear, we report to the concerned authorities. In fact, the videos what you are talking about, some ladies abuse of in train, as well as poor situation, as well as the other one, like many things what you are talking. All those videos hoax, it could be real or we don't know. All those things have been passed on to Shalabh ji, and also not only Shalabh Kumar ji, we have passed on to many concerned relevant authorities also to verify. So as and when we get the stuff, we try to verify it. We do the fact verification also. We are developing day by day, and our group is also becoming very strong, and we want everybody to support us, and so that if everybody is hearing or anything, please do report to us. We don't want to leave anything like thinking it's a hoax. We will come back whether it's a hoax or something based on our best available resources. And again, my telephone number you could reach. Please don't, unless it's very urgent or very important. And my telephone number is 732-470-4955. And again, you can leave a text message. If it's important, we'll come back. Again, please do not take for granted. I read all the messages because I'm a human too. So it's not possible, So coming Shalabh ji, again, I have a lot of other callers. I was told that, okay, go ahead, sir, please. Hello, where are you calling from?
Can I speak?
Yes, please, go ahead. Sorry to put you wait for so long.
Yes, sir. Mr. Kumar, I'm so proud of you being a key part in Trump's administration, especially in the campaign and stuff like being origin of India. My question is this, sir. Under the new Trump's immigration rules, is there any hope for Indian origins for the green card, those who are waiting for the green card, especially those who got 140 approved and waiting for the visa numbers to get the priority date? Do you see any hope, sir?
Yes, that's a good question, and I had told right here in this forum itself,
with
that,
my show in this itself,
that,
I think in October.
Yes, that there will be definitely relief on this matter, and I'm glad to report in that sense that most senior Senator Orrin Hatch,
yes,
of Utah, who is also in charge of the STEM program in the U.S. Congress, has come forward with a bill. The bill definitely will go through a lot of alterations, a lot of discussions. That's what a democracy does. But to start out with, that should be a music to the ears of most of or all of Indians on H-1 visas, or people who want to come to United States on H-1 visas. His bill actually increases by almost 50% the number of H-1 visa holders, as well as it seeks to eliminate the country quota. So the wait period, which I'm told could be as many as 50 years, will be reduced for that matter. See, one thing which is all viewers, I think a lot of people are tuned into this show, so which is good, should understand this. Trump is a businessman. His requirement or his goal is to have the U.S. economy grow by 4 to 5% per year. That means close to 6 to 7 million new jobs every year. When you have 6 to 7 million new jobs every year, and you do not have IT work, IT profession backing that, it will slow down that growth. And President Trump will not tolerate that one iota. His goal, our goal, is to grow the economy. And therefore, I've said, despite so many calls prematurely being made by introduction of a bill by a Democrat congresswoman from California, that this will be raised and this will happen, this will be so much speculation going on. So I was assuring the people, I'd say, wait till actual bill, and I can't tell you that right now, or in Hatch bill will make it through. There will be a lot of discussion on that. We will be a very important integral part, that is Republican Hindu Coalition will be an integral part of that debate. There are a lot of issues in every which way, but the basic fundamental of all the let's say the members of the Republican Party, now how you go about doing this, that is now controlling all three parts of the government. That's the executive branch and the Senate and the House. The very fundamental belief in all of these people is that we are a country of immigrants, and immigrants bring a wealth of knowledge and expertise. As long as we have control over who comes into the country, and we welcome the talent, that is skilled talent, into the country, and that is will actually accelerate as the need for the economy accelerates. For some of you who may not know, U.S. Chamber of Commerce is a big proponent, not just the Silicon Valley, but U.S. Chamber of Commerce is a big proponent of increasing the number of H-1 visas. I will also tell you that just recently I had a meeting with the top executives of the priority of the administration is to have Americans, America first. And I always say it is not mutually exclusive. When the economy of the United States grows, when the economy of India grows, that's good for both. And so for the time being, there's no question that Indian companies, Indian IT companies have developed a serious, very serious expertise which is not there in American companies at this point to serve the needs of the IT workers. Or they serve the need of the IT work in the country. And so, long answer to your question, but the point is that we want to have skilled labor in the country, skilled professionals in the country, and that will happen under the Trump administration as Trump talked about during the campaign.
Shalabh, we don't even have much time, so we want to cover quickly also. And do you think is it because of the Trump speeches and all these provocative speeches, is it the reason all this happening, like sort of like so-called hate crimes or whatever it is? I don't want to call it. Still, it's too early to say that hate crimes, but definitely a talk is going on. So, is it because? Do you agree with that? Is it all because of his provocative speech?
See, if you, I don't agree that he is making any provocative statements. What is provocative about saying that we want to protect the lives of the citizens of the country? What is provocative about that? What is provocative about saying that roughly in our estimation there are 2 million illegal.
It's 11 million. CNN says 11 million.
No, there are 2 million illegal immigrants who have committed a felony.
Okay.
It's not misdemeanor. When you when you go over a speed limit, that's a misdemeanor. Driving a ticket is a misdemeanor. And you could have multiple misdemeanors. You could have 5 misdemeanors. They don't turn into a felony. When a felony is a crime, and it's a serious crime. If you are not just charged with crime, you are convicted of crime. And roughly there are 2 million people, illegal immigrants, who are not only criminals, who are also a huge burden on the American taxpayer to seek to deport them, to get them out of this country, which will reduce the burden on the American taxpayer, as well as increase the safety of the citizens of the country. That talk should be welcomed as a great talk, not as a talk which is being sometimes being described as.
Sometimes what happens is the people get inspired, especially the blue collar workers or the middle Americans or whatever it is, and they really, sometimes we're creating a wall between Mexico and here. I'm sure that they're all like campaign promises, but also like deporting, like a military operations. The wordings, literally even CNN I was watching that day, and it's going to happen on basis of military operations. Though it's not literally meaning of that. Sometimes the words being used, sometimes it could be.
See, you could have CNN or MSNBC or New York Times or Washington Post, which, by the way, opposes everything which Trump does. And there is another issue with respect to that. But they could call all what they want. So, you get a statement. Is there any quote from any one in the Trump administration who is talking about engaging the military of the United States to deport anything other than the...
Even they mentioned about 11 millions actually. We are talking here 2 millions.
Well, there is... show me a quote.
In CNN, I think...
No, CNN is opinion. Opinion is different than a quote. Of course, I could have an opinion, I'm not going to do that, but I could have an opinion that I feel you're going to go tomorrow and commit a murder.
Yes.
Okay? Does that make you a murderer?
No.
So that's...
I got your point, and we have a lot of callers, and we don't have much time also. We'll take quickly callers. I mean, I sorry about it. You've been waiting for so long. I want to take quickly. Please go ahead, sir. Where are you calling from?
Hello.
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Sandeep and I'm calling from California.
Okay, Sandeep, please go ahead quickly because we have many callers and we have less time.
Yeah, hello sir. Actually, I'm an international student from India. I have graduated from an school which is accredited from ACICS on December 20th, 2016. According to my knowledge, ACICS has lost its accreditation on December 12, 2016 from the Department of Education. So my sincere and humble request is now the university says my degree is no more valid. So according to my knowledge, there are almost 10,000 plus students under this accreditation agency, university in the different universities under this accreditation agency. There was no one to represent the international students and the loss for the international students in the court hearing, which was done February 21st of 2017. So the Department of Education now has decertified ACICS. So my request is what is the solution for this, and how can we whom we need to approach for a proper solution for this?
I think we'll ask him to send an email. I'll forward to you. That's better. I think.
That's why I say it's a very detailed technical question.
Excuse me, Sandeep. Let's do one thing. Please send an email to my email ID. I'll forward to Shalabh Kumar ji, and he will look into offline you can send it to me at Sridhar at tv5news.net. SRIDHAR at tv5news.net. If you have any issues, I know there are a lot of many callers are calling me actually. They're not able to get the lines. And so please do send me an email. I will forward to Mr. Shalabh, and I'm sure that your question also will be addressed, Sandeep. Don't worry about it. You can email it to Sridhar, SRIDHAR at tv5news.net. Thank you. And also, if you want to reach me only through text, not personal calls, 732-470-4955. Again, so next caller, please tell me, sir, where are you calling from? What's your name? Hello? Okay, I think there was some technical issue they were saying. Okay, so now Shalabh ji, and his question was sort of like a, more of, the detail. So I'll forward to you and you can answer him. I mean, unless you want to address few lines.
No, I really do not, I'm not going to address an issue which I'm not familiar with. So
yes.
I'm not deep into the technical details
yes.
of all these policies and students, international students, and what the degrees and what they are. The only thing I noticed in there was that this may have been in works under the Obama administration, because if it happened in December, that is, at that point, President Obama is still the president of the country.
And since we don't have much time, I was told there's not much time, so I have to wrap up very quickly. And what is going to be the future of India going to be under the Trump administration in terms of handling the terrorism, or in terms of the especially he's sort of like against to China and Pakistan. So is it going to be like a golden opportunity for India to really take cash out of it and really become a very good friend of US and prosper?
I've said this before, and I maintain that President Trump, you will find the most India-friendly, Hindu-American friendly, Indian-American friendly, India-friendly president in the history of United States. And again, he is for prosperity. The entire administration, whether it's Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross, whether it's Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin, and whether it's the Chief Policy Advisor Steve Bannon, a big advisor that is Kellyanne Conway. By the way, RHC had the privilege of working closely with all these people, and they are not just President Trump. The whole team is very pro-India, want to increase the trade between U.S. and India to a very high level. That is beneficial for both countries. I will tell you that this is my personal goal. Whether it's not. I'm not speaking on behalf of the administration in this particular goal. It's my personal goal to have a bilateral trade agreement between United States and India, so that goods and services can flow without too much bureaucracy between the two countries. That will be something that can grow the size of the economy in both countries and create good paying jobs in both the countries.
And also, the last but not the least, on February 22nd, the Washington Post has literally posted something on you, where the Congressman Pete Sessions has really sort of like offended, and he wants to. There's been circulate some messages being circulated to condemn against Washington Post. Some email IDs are also given. So what is that in detail, sir? I mean, just like briefly.
Yeah, I'll briefly tell you that. You see, like President Trump has declared, has stated that properly, that the most of the left-wing, ultra-liberal media opposes opposes the Trump administration in everything. And the principles in there are, at least on the print media, are New York Times as well as Washington Post. So I sort of became a little victim of that myself, and I was offended that they attacked one of the let's say the reporters 66 days after a press conference that took place in December, on December 15th in New Delhi. She's reporting 66 days after that, attacking Kumar family, and their Congressman Pete Sessions, who is the chairman of the Rules Committee, who has worked so hard with Congress to stop the S-744 bill, which would have eliminated L-1 visas altogether, which was proposed by President Obama, and he is very, very close to the Kumar family. He knows the Kumar family like anybody else would know, like my best friend. He totally, let's say, was upset over the behavior of Washington Post, and wrote them a very terse letter that also, I don't really want to go too much into it, but you could ask Sridhar here to get more definitive information on what happened here. And I wish if Washington Post wanted to oppose me in whatever way, they could oppose me on policy matters. That is, what my position is, for example, on extreme vetting, what my position is. They may disagree with me on extreme vetting. They may disagree with me on tax reduction. They may agree on this or disagree on this on a policy questions, but usually you keep the families out of this. You know, the Hindu tradition, Hindu culture. So essentially, Washington Post, in a way, attacked the very fundamental tenets of Hindu culture. And you could get the details of that from Sridhar.
Sure.
And we'll move on.
Yes, sir. Sorry about it, and we are exceeding our time limits. But I was told there was some 7 calls are there. But unfortunately, I request everybody, please do not call now. I understand there is a lot of. Hello. Yeah, we'll take only 1 call at the most.
Hello. Can I ask the question?
Please go ahead, sir, quickly.
Sir, my name is Raju. I'm calling from Omaha. So my quick question is, sir, for those Indians who are waiting on 140 approval and waiting for the prayer date, do you see any progress or, in the prayer date movement, especially the EAD new rule that came up, right? Do you see any progress and hope on that one, sir?
I think this again specific question Mr. Shalabh will not be able to answer unless he verifies it. Please do email at sridhar@tv5news.net and we will come back to you. I mean, again, callers, again, I feel very sorry to cut you because I was told there are 6 calls again waiting for so long, and I really apologize. We cannot take all calls because there's a time-bound program, and we will bring Shalabh one more time. Shalabh, we want you to come back again. There are a lot of callers, a lot of sort of like dissatisfaction. Before, at the end, please, any message?
Sure, Sridhar, I appreciate the service your news network, TV5, is providing to the community.
Yes.
That is very good. And
thank you very much.
And I see the calls are coming from all over the country, from the East Coast to the West Coast and in between, and Midwest and Milwaukee and Omaha and every place, which is
globally
good.
#1 Telugu channel. Sir.
So,
yes.
Well, I'm not here to advertise your channel, but I appreciate the fact that so many callers are there, and I'll be more than happy to spend another hour to answer the questions.
Very happy to hear that.
It is my style to answer questions rather than run away from any questions. I firmly believe in sharing information and answering all the questions to the best of my knowledge.
That's why you are today in the member of finance team of Trump, as well as I think you were also the member of the inauguration team also, I guess, for Trump.
That's correct. We had a great inauguration with a Bollywood show.
Excellent, excellent. So thank you very much, viewers, for watching the show, and we are going to bring Mr. Shalabh Kumar one more time, and we are going to have more questions. Again, I said that if you have any questions, please do email. Even if you hear anything, any sort, please do not stop. Please send it to us. And as I said, that we have created a very powerful group called United Leaders Group, and I'm trying to add as many leaders in a quality manner to that group to verify this type of things when we hear something. And as and when we hear something, we report. And please stay tuned. And thank you very much, Shalabh, again one more time, all the way coming from Trump Towers to here to our show.